let's go to how to save time. Okay. When you're doing SEO for a site and you see like, oh, we have 321 million pages that are 404s, what you do then, right? I asked someone, I said, oh, I look at the list and go one by one. Google will not even give you that list, right? So you need to have an idea how to do that. So the first thing is like you need to work with your data team to identify patterns and anomalies, right? If I can give you these 300 million URLs, can you identify, oh yes, there is 5 million URLs here that all start with that specific directory that we sunset last year, right? So identifying the patterns is very, very important, right? You need to, so this is, for example, GD Dash, where like, okay, we had gddash.com is a tool that does like help with these kind of like problems for big sites. So that site has like 500 million keywords. What you do when something happens was traffic, right? We dynamically categorize every keyword in a group of keywords, and we say, do you know what? You used DoorDash promos. You have 700 or 121 keywords in this trend, and you lost at this point like 50% of your traffic. Okay, you need to go do something. You might lost authority. Your URLs are bad, right? So this is like a very quick view. Is like, okay, this group of keywords is a problem. So patterns, right? Same thing, patterns for directories, right? It's like, what is every directory? How much traffic? Is the traffic going up or down? Stuff like that. Also, you can do this for authors. Oh, look at this author, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They only wrote 5 articles, but they wrote the highest, one of the highest impressions per page in Google Discover. Maybe we'll go and work with them. So now you identifying a certain pattern or a certain individual or anomaly, and then you can capitalize on that and produce more content. You need to do data manipulation. The most important thing is you need to bring all data sources into one centralized data warehouse. As an SEO, you won't do this, but you work with your analytics team to bring all of this together. Okay, for the sake of time, scaling SEO, you need to automate. Harness ChatGPT is not your enemy. It can be your friend, and it can help you in so many different things, grouping, writing regex, and so on, right? There is some, and when you do template optimization, it's like, should I optimize the article template that brings 70% of the traffic, or focus on this one small template that brings less than 1% of the traffic, right? So this is a part of prioritization. These are some elements to remember when you're doing ChatGPT. I'm saying use tools, not because I have tools or Isoto is a tool, but it really makes a whole difference. The mindset of like, oh, let's build it. You need to maintain it. And when people who build the tools leave, no one will maintain the tool and the tool will go away. I have gone through that and I built hundreds of tools in my in-house career. So use tools when it makes sense, right? Build SEO alerts, right? For monitor your development changes for code, robots.txt, top stories ranking alerts. This is something also we do very much in NewsDash, where like, hey, rankings drop, competitors are ranking for something, but the publisher is not ranking for, so we use Slack alerts to notify our clients. For Evergreen, we do the same thing for GD Dash. Stop whatever doesn't provide value. Long meetings, periodic reports, tasks, emails, and so on. Change the meeting culture. You don't have to be in every meeting, right? If you don't add value to that meeting, you don't have to be this meeting. The same thing applies for your team, right? I applied this to myself, and I cut down my meetings by maybe 10 to 15%. Plan ahead everything, right? The events, the commerce, big events, automation, training, audits, right? So this is my planning calendar. And I had every track I want to focus on and what I'm going to do month by month. And I needed at least 2 quarters filled, and every quarter we update 2 quarters ahead of time. And then we go back and evaluate. So if it's red, it means we didn't do it. If it's in yellow, we did part of it, so we can track our progress. So plan everything ahead of time. And even with like big events, we will invite the whole editorial team, everyone together in one room, and we will share 2 months ahead of time all the recommendations.